finish look familiar? This is what we'd call in the golfing world the chicken wing. And essentially what the chicken wing is where the arms are working in towards the body. They've got no space to swing ultimately, so it's cutting the finish short. You see this kind of sawn off finish. And what tends to go hand in hand with these is left to right shots, slicers, pulls as well. So today's video is going to be all about how you can eradicate this chicken wing so you can get maximum speed out of your golf swing. So a characteristic of the chicken wing are where the arms are working quite narrow and across the body, so they're running out of space to swing, and with this typically lends itself to a leftward swing direction as well, putting across the golf ball, which is going to create that left to right spin, that curvature in flight as well. So how do we fix this? How do we stop this chicken winged action where the arms have run out of space? So we need to really do the opposite, because at this point in time both elbows are flexed and we're stuck in our own way. We need to go in the opposite direction and give the arms space to extend and swing off the body. So if you've been working on creating width in the golf swing or lag, this could actually be denying the ability to let these arms fully extend off the body and transfer speed. And a simple action that we can all relate to is throwing the ball. We're going to throw this ball back with some speed and try and propel it a distance. We're going to throw the arm back and there's going to be a natural width in the golf swing, but as I change direction it's going to go into narrow, so it's going to go wide, back to narrow, to then wide and extend over here. And this is how the body is really going to optimise the delivery and transfer speed to the hand, the end of the chain if you will. And why does it naturally go wide to narrow to wide? Because as it narrows, this is what we'd sense in that change of direction, it's taking inertia off the body, so the body can rotate faster and extend later. If we're staying wide all the way through the swing, you can imagine now this is going to create a lot of inertia on the body. We've got to work really hard to try and overcome this, so we start having to use other parts of our body to make up for this, and that's when it becomes really hard work. So what we're going to explore is a little exercise to give us this natural width, this natural narrowing and natural extension later on, so the arms are actually swinging away from the body, not like the chicken wing, towards the body, where the arm's staying close, or it might be staying wide and coming narrow and working across us. It's going to be quite hard to get the speed through the body to the hand and ultimately to the golf club. In golf setup, standing side on, we're just going to throw a few balls down into the ground. We're going to try and throw it down just ahead of our lead foot, so we're going to try and bounce it off the floor, just to get a sense of when we feel this natural extension of the arms, this natural transfer of speed from the body to the hands to the ball. And what you'll naturally notice is, as we swing the arm back, it goes wide, then it comes into narrow, then it goes wide again. So you can really develop the sense of how the body's moving, the arms moving, these natural flexion and extensions of the levers. And when it's happening, most importantly, what you'll notice is this extension is happening over here. It's quite late. It's not happening here. So if it's happening here, this is physical work now. I can't really get the speed down where I need it to be over this point in this space. So you can really start to appreciate this natural wide to narrow to wide again. From there, if you bring your hands together, you can see it looks quite different than where the chicken wing would take us. Our arms are extended fully. We've created the speed and delivered it much later. It's not stuck working left with our arms nowhere to go from there. So once you throw a couple of balls, I want you to take the club in your left hand, in your lead hand for a right-handed golfer, and just put it in front of your lead foot out of the way. And we're going to throw the ball down into the ground, and as we let go of the ball, we're going to leave our hand in the place where it ends up. Then from there we can bring the club into the top to get a feel for is this natural width and extension just past the ball, and we can make a few swings from here back and through just to feel that same sense when we're throwing the ball, when the arm extends, when we deliver the blow and transfer the speed down at the bottom where we want the ball to be. Start to just flood the grass and get a sense of this natural extension. But in order to get this extension, we've had to come from flexion. This is where the natural narrowing of the arms happens to let them extend later. So we're not staying trying to keep width here. We've got this natural width on the way back to narrow, back to wide. So it's a brilliant exercise for us to just appreciate how the levers, the elbows, the wrists are transferring that speed, and most importantly when it's happening. And once you've explored that exercise, you can start to play a few shots this way. If you want to simulate the throwing action, bring the club in just to feel that space where the club's extending and travelling at its fastest point right at the bottom. Then you can play a few shots, just trying to recreate that same sense of those arms extending, delivering that speed at the right point at the bottom of the swing. And you can see I've got that maximum extension of the arms. In order to have got that, I've had to come from a narrow place to then extend. So it's a brilliant one for you to get the time in, and this is really going to help with that release now as well. So we've got this free releasing club that we can start to let free wheel past the body to a full flowing finish, not working left with a sawn off type look, that chicken wing look in the swing. Then from there, just enjoy that feeling of that natural extension of the arms to deliver that speed. So give that simple exercise a try and you'll start to develop this natural power. You can really start to sense how the body's moving, the sequence and the timing of when we're delivering that extension and that maximum speed at the bottom of the swing.
If you love the coaching and want to experience the effects of the training that you see with our pupils, you can purchase the GRFI system yourself by following the link in the video description. You'll get all the equipment and a 2-hour download covering all the fundamentals, exploring your movement and how you can use the ground and create those all-important ground reaction forces and transfer them through to clubhead speed and experience the gains that you're seeing in the videos.